We're going to shoot an entire film in a day, and then there's a month for post-production. So he was telling me about this organization and said, if you're looking to get back into acting, this is probably perfect for you.
When I'm feeling down, I can't win. Pour a strong cup of coffee and I tune in. I'm waking on up to Java with Jim. Now I know my best day can begin. Yeah.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another exciting episode of Java with the Jims. My name is Jim Meyer, broker associate at Remax Gold. Now you have a friend in the real estate business, and now you have a friend who is a local, successful filmmaker, Ashley Woolley. Ashley, thank you so much for stopping by.
Thank you for having me. Wow, full name. That's impressive.
Well, you know what? We aim to please. So, Ashley, we're friends on Facebook, and I see you're doing a heck of a lot of stuff. You're on your way to becoming a very successful person, and I see someday somebody's going to be handing you an Oscar. Are you going to remember me?
Absolutely.
Okay, awesome.
Active energy, of course.
Cool. Now, let me ask you, what your main thing is acting, correct? What got you?
I also write, but
okay,
my
good.
primary role in film is acting.
Awesome. Do you have something that you're writing right now that's you're excited about?
Yes, I'm always writing.
Okay, good.
So, any given time, probably a few different projects, but yes, absolutely have a few scripts in the works. I tend to gravitate, especially in recent years, toward dramatic shorts for film festivals. So I met, luckily, a couple of years ago, this man named Larry de la Briande, and I still think I'm butchering his last name, but French pronunciation. He is a local filmmaker as well. And his bread and butter is directing, but he also likes to write. And we bonded over sort of a shared passion for social justice topics. These are the kind of heavy hitters that are really hard to talk about. But when you have a captive audience for film, it can be a great way to talk about that. So the first film that I worked with him on is called Leftovers. And that one particularly focused on the mistreatment of unhoused people in San Francisco and everywhere, really.
Not to be confused with homeless people.
Well, to each one's own, I suppose, which term you prefer. But in working with him on that one, he sort of adapted this principle that I really enjoyed too. And it's that we think about humans, no one human is more important than the other. So that's sort of like the baseline for the stories that he likes to tell. So in the example of the homeless film that we completed, the homeless person was not being treated properly. So, just sort of addressing how common that is. So kind of having level set that's sort of my, where my headspace is right now. Abortion rights are very much a hot topic in the US right now, particularly with our political landscape. This week in particular, maybe Tuesday, had a little something to do with that. So I am writing.
Remember what happened last Tuesday?
We might have elected a new president.
Okay, I think so. Yeah. Well, you know what? They haven't counted all the votes. Who knows? Some of them, they might have to recount them, and Kamala might have won. So you're heavily into acting, and what actually got you into acting?
Oh gosh, it's funny. Someone asked me this recently, and I'm thinking about my childhood, and I don't really have any earlier memories than acting as a child. And what I mean by that is not what you think. It wasn't like formal auditions and things like that. But I had a sister and several cousins and a lot of neighbors my age. And every day, particularly in the summer when we were off of school, we would get together and do these little skits. And we would audition and cast each other. We would watch film to, kind of get inspiration. Whatever was hot at the time, maybe it was like Grease the musical or something, we would watch together 8,000 times and then put on these little shows to our family and friends. And then when I was old enough to actually take drama classes in school, that was kind of a given. And, it just sort of snowballed from there throughout my childhood. And I really, really enjoyed it, during school plays and things like that. but then adulting hits and I sort of put it aside for a marketing career, which I
Oh,
don't regret, but I really, really sorely missed acting and storytelling. So as fate would have it, I met a new friend a couple of years ago who also lives here in the Bay Area, and he talked to me about a local organization called MMTB, which stands for Movie Making Throughout the Bay.
yes.
Really cool organization. Are you familiar with that
Oh,
one?
absolutely. Yeah, yeah.
Okay, great. So just for people who may not be familiar, it is a not-for-profit that was created years and years ago. I'm forgetting how long they've been in business, but basically the platform is to allow people who would like to kind of get their feet wet in film and collaborate, meet new people, network. There's something for everyone there. So the format of that is a day challenge, which means we're going to shoot an entire film in a day, and then there's a month for post-production. So he was telling me about this organization and said, if you're looking to get back into acting, this is probably perfect for you. And he said, not only that, I want to get back into acting, so I'll sign up with you. So we signed up and we went. And since then, I've done a whole bunch of collaborative films with this group, and we do the day challenges. And then the fun part too is that they all make it into a twice yearly film festival. It's called BASH. And shameless plug, the next one is in December. I believe it's the 7th in San Francisco. You can find it on Eventbrite. It's Bay Area and Sacramento short films. So BASH, BASH.
And you're gonna be walking the red carpet.
Oh yes, red carpet, and they have audience choice awards, so you get a ballot, and as you observe best actors and best writing and best films and all of those sorts of things. There's a monologue challenge. Really just a cool way for people at any level to kind of get into film and see themselves or their work on a big screen. So that was sort of what got me back into it in adulthood. And then, as anyone who's a struggling actor knows, you absolutely need a reel to start getting paid work. So thanks to MMTB and all of these films that I've done, I have a reel now, which leads to paid gigs.
That
So
is
it's
great. So you're
kind
doing
of a
good.
thing.
So tomorrow, what I want to do is, will you come back, Ashley, tomorrow?
What time?
Same time, 6 a.m.
6 a.m. What are we doing at 6?
We are going to be talking to you about your most challenging role so far. Okay. Think
Okay.
about that, sleep on it, and in
Yeah,
the morning, hopefully you're going to have an answer for me.
absolutely. I can do
Let's
that.
do it. All right, we're going to see you guys again tomorrow for another exciting episode of Java with the Gyms.